Good morning. Okay, we'll start. Audio is clear? Yes. Okay. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrtavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullara Vindayada Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहपति कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थामपि कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यभजः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं। लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेबीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been namaste. We have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and now we have completed 15th chapter, and today we are starting with the 16th chapter. So 15th chapter was Purushottama Yoga, and 16th chapter is Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yoga. Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yoga. So, see, normally Bhagavan gave Jnanam first. Sankhya Yogam, Bhagavan explained about Jnanam, what is your true nature, what is the how to reach there, everything Bhagavan explained in the Sankhya Yogam. But the point is, those who are not ready to receive the Jnanam, then Bhagavan explained about how to have the qualification to receive Jnanam by Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, etc. Various methods, various margas are prescribed, various paths are prescribed, and here also Purushottama Yogam actually completes the teaching that you are Purushottama. Already talked about Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha, etc. So Purushottama. So each one of us is Purushottama only. There is nothing other than Purushottama here. Purushottama means Brahman, Sarvam Brahmamayam, and this is the Jnanam. But those who don't have this sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, okay, which sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is what is we have explained in earlier classes. Vairagyam, right? Then you have sadhana, samadhi shatka sampatti, dispassion, etc. All this which we need to have, moksha mumukshutvam. All these are necessary. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is a must. Vivegam, nityanitya vivegam. Okay, discrimination is necessary. Then dispassion, vairagyam is necessary. And then samadhi shatka sampatti, shamam, damam, uparati, titiksha, shraddha, samadhanam, etc. And then mumukshutvam. So these qualities or this sampatti, this wealth is necessary to receive the jnanam. So here Bhagavan explains in Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yogam what are the qualities that we have to acquire or what that we have to practice. What are the sadhanas that we need to practice to receive the jnanam or to experience the jnanam. Okay, so that is the removal of ragadveshas. So removal of all the impurities of the mind, which we have to do. Okay, Jnanam is always there. Jnanam is, we are Purushottama, everyone is Purushottama only. But we, that to reveal that, or to experience that Brahmanubhavam or Atmanubhavam, we need to get rid of all the impurities of the mind, where the Bhagavan prescribes certain qualities that we have to develop in this Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yogam. Okay. See, two categories of creation. Two categories of creation are spoken in this chapter. One is the Devas and Asuras. So these qualities that a Deva should have and the qualities of an Asura, both of these qualities are there in each one of us. It is there in us. So there is always a constant conflict, constant fight between these Devas and Asuras in every one of us. That is being good and bad. Good and bad. There is always a fight between good and bad in our minds also. If you observe carefully, we can know that this Daiva, Daivika qualities, that is Daivi Sampath and Asuri Sampath, which is there inside every one of us. The same thing is told in the Shruti as well as in Puranas also, as the fight between Devas and Asuras, etc. Okay, so that is the qualities we should know. What are the qualities that we need to acquire or develop? That is a sadhana. So the Daivika qualities have to be improved. Shubhavasana. Okay. Then in Vidyaranya Swami said there are two paths, two branches of this Vasana Nadi, Vasana Sarit. It has got Shubha Shubhyam. One branch is Shubhavasana, the other is Ashubhavasana. That is, one is Daivi Sampath, the other is Asuri Sampath. Paurushena Prayatnena Yojaniya Shubhepati. Because of the willpower, you have to lift yourself up. We have to lift ourselves up and merge these two, the Shubhavasana and the Ashubhavasana, merge into one path, that is Shubhavasana. That means we should get rid of all the Asuri Vasanas. Asuri Sampath should be get rid of, and we should merge with Daivi Sampath. Okay, all good Vasanas. So this is, for that we should know what is the Daivi Sampath, what are the qualities of divine, what are the divine qualities that is necessary, and what are the demonic, the Asuri Vasanas, what are them which we have to discard. Okay, so we should know that this Bhagavan explains very clearly in this chapter, Daivasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yogam. Okay, so we'll start with the first verse. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. Excuse me. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. Sorry. Abhayam. Abhayam means fearlessness. Give me 1 minute, please. There was no cold. Suddenly it started. Nothing. Okay. So, what is the fearlessness? Fearlessness is abhayam. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. Okay. Only when there is a notion of other, whenever there is a notion of other, it leads to bhayam. So the notion of a second one, that alone leads to bhayam. Okay, that leads to bhayam. Fear is always from the other. The notion of other is whenever we have this Jadavastu, the names and forms are true. We don't see, when we don't see the oneness in everything and everywhere, including self, till the time there will be fear. Okay, so only through jnanam, abhayam will be possible. Means fearlessness is possible only through jnanam alone. Okay, that is the dvidiyadvai bhayam bhavati. Only from the thought of a second one, fear arises. We know that whenever we think that, okay, this is mine, so if somebody else will take it, let it be money or let there be any notion of other. Suppose you are alone, always only you are there, nobody else is there, where there is no the cause of any fear, right? So that feeling of only I alone exist, no one else, I alone exist, is only possible when I know myself as Brahman. I alone exist. God alone is there. This I is not the small I. This I is like I am the one. Swami Ramatirtha says, no, I am the one who is shining as sun. I am the one who is all of this. So that notion of Sarvam Brahmamayam, there is only God alone is there, nothing else. Didiyadvai bhayam bhavati. In Kathopanishad, there is a famous verse, Manasaivedamaptavyam neha nanasti kinchana. There is nothing, neha nanasti, there is no other. Okay, neha nanasti kinchana, even little bit also is not there. That alone will take us to abhayam, fearlessness. So this here, abhayam is the quality which we have to develop through jnanam alone. Through jnanam, we already have the knowledge. Through the jnanam, anxiety. What is anxiety? What is fear? Fear is anxiety. Anxious of losing something. Okay? The anxiety of losing something. Oh, I lost money, or I will lose money. I will not pass this examination. I will not get promotion. Right? All these notions of anxiety is only because of not knowing my true nature as Anandam. My true nature is Anandam, Brahmam. Anando Brahme Divyajanat. We don't know that. We think that by acquiring something or by not losing something, we will be happy. So this alone is the cause of all fears. Every fear that is in our mind is only because of the notion of losing something or will not acquire something for my happiness. My happiness will be lost because of the objects of this world. That alone is the fear. Okay, that fear will go only through the knowledge that Sarvam Brahmamayam. Everything is God alone is here. There is nothing mine. Okay, this body is also Bhagavan's. The money is all Bhagavan's. Everything is Bhagavan's only. There is nothing mine here. Me and mine attitude must be removed through proper understanding of myself by the analysis of Neti Neti. Okay, we have explained all this. Panchakosha Vivekam or Avasthatraya Vivekam, all that. We can use all the Drigdrishya Vivekam. Through all these methods, we should find ourselves as our true nature is Anandam, which is Brahman, which is Atma, which does not require any external objects, including this body, for my happiness. Okay, so this knowledge alone will remove the abhayam, which we have to develop. That is the sadhana. So abhayam, fearlessness. And so for that, what is required? Shastra Pathanam is important. Study of Shastras. Okay, study of Shastras, study of Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, etc. is must. Only through Vedanta study of Upanishads, which is Vedanta study is necessary. And next is Sattva Samshuddhi. What is this Sattva Samshuddhi? Sattva Samshuddhi is Andhkarana Shuddhi. Purification of the mind. Purification. It is necessary. So, study of Vedanta is necessary. Through study of Vedanta, study of scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, etc., that will lead to Sattva Samshuddhi and Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. What does that mean? Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti means total conviction to the knowledge that there alone, Brahman alone exists. The intellectual understanding is mandatory first. We should know the true nature of myself, intellectual understanding, then conviction. That is what means by Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti means conviction, total conviction to the intellectual understanding, whatever the scriptures and the Guru teaches. Okay, so that teaching, total conviction to the teaching is, we have to apply it, do nididhyasanam. We have to first Sravanam, Mananam. Sravanam and Mananam happens by listening to the Vedanta and contemplation. Do Dhyanam, etc. A clear understanding, removing all the doubt that is arising in the mind, and conviction, that is Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. So, Sattva Samshuddhi is mandatory. Then Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti, there is only one thing in the universe, Bhagavan alone is there. So, through Karma Yoga, how can we get to this Sattva Samshuddhi? Through Karma Yoga. Okay, Bhagavan has explained Karma Yoga, that all the actions that we do, every action is done as a Bhagavad Puja, as an offering to God, and whatever be the result, I will accept it. Okay, I will accept it as it is, whatever it is, as a Bhagavad Prasadam. This is called Prasada Buddhi. So, Ishvara Puja and Prasada Buddhi. Now, there is nothing mine in this universe. The money is not mine. This body is not mine. Okay, all the relatives, everything is all Bhagavan's only. There is nothing mine. Somehow or other, we should get rid of the raga and dvesha. Attachment and aversion of our mind has to be dropped off. Whichever method you use, doesn't matter. Through Karma Yoga or Bhakti Yoga or Jnana Yoga or any other sadhanas, by doing japam. Okay, anyway, you keep the mind only on this jnanam. Okay, and do all your actions, because actions we cannot drop actions. Karma we cannot drop. Karma we will have to do karma, because this body has come into existence for doing karma. So that karma is, we are doing all karma because of the previous karma vasanas, which can be removed only by doing karma without getting attached to the result of the karma. And karma, both karma as well as the karma phalam. Okay, there is no attachment to either karma nor the karma phalam. We live here by understanding my true nature. So these three, fearlessness, sattva samshuddhihi, jnana yoga vyavasthidihi, these three always go together. Okay, abhayam, yeah. So for this, what is necessary is, you see, bhayam, where the bhayam lies. There is a beautiful verse by Bhartrhari. We are anxious and we are afraid, and each and everything we are afraid in this world. Everything we are scared of. See, bhoge roga bhayam, kule chuti bhayam, vitte nripalad bhayam, mane dhainya bhayam, bale ripu bhayam, rupe jaraya bhayam, shastre vadi bhayam, gune khala bhayam, kaye kritandad bhayam, sarvam vastu bhayanvitam bhuvi nirnam, vairagyameva abhayam. Vairagyam alone, dispassion towards all the objects of this world, is the only abhayam. Who says? Bhartrihari says. Everything else is bhayam. Bhoge roga bhayam. If you want to eat one more ice cream, there is a fear of having diabetes. Right? Little more of anything, if you want to take, we are afraid. Because if you take more, it will cause some disease, cholesterol, all of this, anything. Bhoge, any sorts of bhogam, if you indulge, let it be through Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha, all these gates, if you try more than what is necessary, or any bhogam, there is a fear. There is a fear. Okay? Bhoge, roga bhayam, there is a fear of disease. We know that very clearly. Kule, chuti bhayam. Suppose you are too proud of your kulam. Oh, I am born in so-and-so family. I am born in so-and-so vamsham, etc. There is always the fear that, oh my God, my name will go down. If I do this, if I do that, always there is a fear. What people will talk about me. Right? This fear. Because there is the identity is with the kulam. Earlier the identity is with the body. Okay? With the senses, etc. So here the identity is with the some kulam. So kule chuti bhayam. Always there is a fear. Then third one. Vitte nripalad bhayam. If you have too much money, government will take. Government will take it. So nripa means king. King will take. So vitte nripalad bhayam. Then mane. Nowadays there is, if you have more money, tax. People are worried about paying tax. Because they don't want to show that they are earning more money. Because they are afraid that government will take everything. You know, nobody want to pay tax. Anxious about the fear of paying more tax. People are worried about having money also. So vitte nripalad bhayam, mane dainya bhayam. Mane dainya bhayam. I mean, if your name and fame is there, always there is a possibility that someday my name will go. Right? Somebody will talk anything bad about me. Always there is a fear. So to maintain your manam, maintain your pride, maintain your name and fame in this world. I am so and so. I don't want to go down below that level. Right? Number one, in any sports or any other place, number one musician also, always there is a bhayam that I don't know, my name will go. Mane dainya bhayam, bale ripu bhayam. Suppose somebody who is very power, there is a lot of powerful guy, physically powerful guy. Then he is always worried about when I will be, I will have to face an enemy who is stronger than me. Ripu bhayam, enemy, always worried about the enemies. If it is a king, he is worried about the neighbor country who is more strength, and also he is going to attack me. So bale ripu bhayam, always there is a bhayam. The fear is there. Rupe jaraya bhayam. I am beautiful. I look so wonderful, but there is a fear of becoming old age. Oh, the skin which is so soft and smooth now, it will get wrinkles. right? And my hair will go grey. This bhayam is there. That is why people are doing all sorts of going to beauty parlor, etc. Why? There is a bhayam is there. I don't look good now. I may not look good. People will talk that I have become old, etc. Right? So, rupe jaraya bhayam, shastre vadi bhayam. I am a scholar. Then there is a fear of somebody who is more intelligent than me will come and then he will fight and then he will win over me. Right? Shastre vadi bhayam, gune khala bhayam. Gune, I have got very, very good qualities in me. Okay, so there is a fear that, okay, maybe I will lose my gunas. I will become bad someday. This fear is there. Always there is a fear. Gune, khalabhayam, kaye, kritandat bhayam. Kaye, this body. I have got this body. Kritandat bhayam means fear of death. Fear of death. I will lose this body. The fear of death. That is the greatest fear of all. Kaye, kritandat bhayam. Sarvam vastu bhayanvidam bhuvinranam. Everything in this world, anything you take, anything and everything will cause anxiety and fear in this world, including this body. That is the last he said, Kaye kritandat bhayam. If I don't have any interest or in anything else, but I am afraid that I will lose my body, that is the greatest fear of all. Right? Kaye kritandat, fear of death. That means sarvam vastu bhayanvidam. Everywhere there is fear only. So the only abhayam is vairagyam eva abhayam. Vairagyam, dispassion. Dispassion means non-attachment towards any of the objects in this world is the only way to get over the fear. Okay, that is what Bhartrhari said in Vairagya Shatakam. One second. So everything is bhayam only. So to overcome bhayam, Vairagyam is the only way to get rid of all the bhayam, as per Bhartrihari. Okay. Abhaye bhayadarshinaha. There is another fear. Abhaye bhayadarshinaha. It's a beautiful, it's Mandukya Karika, it is there. I read in a book. The ignorant ones are afraid of the state of fearlessness. Everywhere there is fear, but there is fear in fearlessness. See, people who are totally renounced everything, okay, and like a sannyasi, one who has become a sannyasi, people, the ignorant people, mean the laukika people, the worldly people, are scared of the state of that fearlessness in that person. Suppose that person tells you that, see, all the problems of this world is you are holding on to all of this, so you have to do renunciation. You have to renounce everything internally. You have to renounce everything. That is the greatest fear of all. That is, the ignorant people are, the ignorant ones are afraid of the state of fearlessness. Think about this. This disorder is the greatest obstacle in the spiritual life. In the spiritual path, one who is scared of fearlessness, okay, is an obstacle in the path of spirituality. So mark this. The ignorant ones, that is abhaye bhayadarshinaha, the ignorant ones are afraid of the state of fearlessness. This disorder is the greatest obstacle in the spiritual life. So we talked about abhayam, which we have to be fearless, right? Abhayam is required. Sattva samshuddhi is necessary, that is andhkarana shuddhi, purification of the mind. Jnana yoga vyavasthithi, the intellectual understanding of the truth has to be applied, total conviction to that, and lead a life based on the jnanam. Okay, so these are the first three which Bhagavan explains. Then next is dhanam. Dhanam is sharing wealth. Okay, giving or sharing wealth with, there is absolutely no feeling that I am giving. Okay, any wealth that one gives with a feeling that I am not the giver because I don't possess anything. the money, the wealth or the land or anything that I have, I am giving to others. Knowledge, whatever anyone is giving, which should be with a clear feeling that this is not mine. Okay, that is the greatest way of giving dhanam. Okay, other ways of dhanam is also acceptable. Okay, we should give, people should give with the notion of I also should give. Okay, but the greatest way, the highest way of dhanam is with the notion that there is nothing mine. The feeling, with the feeling that there is nothing mine. There is a few verses are there in Taittiriya Upanishad. Shriya Deyam, Shraddhaya Deyam, Shraddhaya Deyam. You have to give with a lot of Shraddha. Believe in the scriptures, believe in the Guru, and you should give with, here Shraddha means with lot of, put all your heart into it. Okay, Ashraddhaya Adeyam, Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Adeyam, Shriya Deyam. You should give in plenty. Hriya Deyam, that will come anyway, it is coming. Hriya Deyam. You should have the Hri means you should be ashamed to say that I am giving or I have given something to somebody. You should be ashamed to say or to show that I am giving. That is the attitude with which you should give. Okay, and also you should have fear. Bhiya Deyam. What is the fear here? The fear is that this should be accepted by the other person. That there is a lot of gratitude towards the person who is receiving it. That should be the attitude while giving dhanam. Okay, when you give something, you should pray that the person should accept it so that the person will use it. That is the fear. Suppose the person says no, then it is a waste. You lose an opportunity in spiritual path. You lose an opportunity for spiritual growth. So dhanam should be done with all this, with this keeping in this mind. Shraddhaya Deyam, you should give with all your heart. You should give in plenty. Okay, somebody asks, say 100 rupees, you don't say 10 rupees you take, others will give 10, 10, 10 like that. No, if you have the capacity to give 100, give 100. Don't wait that, okay, everyone will give little and he will get it. I will hold on. I will give only this much. Let everybody also share, no? No, it should not be attitude. Sriya Deyam, Hriya Deyam, Bhiya Deyam, Samvida Deyam. You should give knowingly. Knowingly means, suppose you have something to give which you don't want, but the other person also cannot use it, but for the sake of giving something, we give something. No. Another thing, as soon as we give something, anyone, never think what that person is going to do with that. Right? Temples also sometimes we see people give some offerings and always worried about what the priest is doing. Whether the priest is utilizing this money for his personal thing or whether he is doing actual puja or whether what he is going to do with that, whether he is chanting the right mantra, right sloka. Worried about this, whatever the offering. No, should not be there. Okay, it is called in Kerala, it is called Vibhaaga. We call it offering. So offering should be like that. Once you have done it, forget about it. Okay, same like dhanam also. You should not hold on to it that, oh, I have given this. Next time also when you go to that place, suppose you have gifted someone and next time you are going to that house, you would like to see that gift in their showcase, One day if you go and it is not there, you are worried. What happened to that? What happened which I gifted? No. So all this you should remember when we are giving dhanam. So dhanam is sharing wealth, having a big heart. Wholeheartedly you give with a notion that Bhagavan has given an opportunity to give and this is for my spiritual growth, there is nothing mine, and always grateful to God that I have to give something. I have means it is not mine, it is Bhagavan's only, and this body has been an instrument in giving out this dhanam. That should be the attitude while giving any dhanam. Okay, dhanam. Then damahacha, control of all sense and all organs. Control of sense organs and motor organs. Karmendriyas and jnanendriyas, which is always under control. under control. So we have talked about Dhamma also earlier. Yajnascha, Yajnaha. Yajnaha means, Yajnaha, all actions. Yajna means every action that is performed without expecting any result. I mean without attachment to the result. That is Yajnaha. That is pure Karma Yoga. Okay, pure Karma Yoga. Yajnam is that, which includes Agnihotram also. Okay, Agnihotra means where you have Agni and you have do so many other rituals that we perform. Okay, using various dravyams which we pour into the Agni, etc. All of that, including that, all karmas, any action, whether you are working in an office or you are doing cooking or you are a doctor or whatever job you are doing, or Vyavasayam, doing a business, let it be anything, teaching, any karma that one performs, all that karmas without being attached to the result of it is Karma Yoga, and that Karma Yoga is called Yajna. Okay, so Yajnascha. So these are the qualities that should develop. We should develop these qualities. These are the qualities of Daivi Sampath. Okay, so 3 verses are there. So the first one we are in Damaha, Yajnascha. Then next is Swadhyayam. See, Yajnascha, the perfect verses we have learned already. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir, Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva Tena Gandavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. Okay, that verse, please go through that verse. That should be, our whole life is to be as a Yajna. Our life is to be done as a Yajna. That is the verse meaning over there. Okay, so that is what Yajnascha. Swadhyayam, study of scriptures. Study of scriptures. That is Swadhyayam. See, in Taittiriya Upanishad, it says, Swadhyaya pravachane eveti nako maudgalyaha tadhi tapaha. That is the tapas. Swadhyayam is the greatest tapas. One Muni says, one Rishi says Swadhyayam. There is one whole chapter is there for Swadhyayam. Swadhyayam and Pravachanam. Okay, Ritancha Swadhyaya Pravachanecha, Satyancha Swadhyaya Pravachanecha. One full Anuvaga is there on Swadhyayam. So the thing is, the point is Swadhyayam, study of scriptures and understanding the scriptures. Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads, etc. That is the greatest tapas it is. So we should learn, we should read, we should listen, we should understand, right, Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads, etc. on a daily basis. Okay, daily, morning or afternoon or evening, whenever we have time, other times we should read, we should sit and read and understand it, not just chanting. Okay, chanting of Bhagavad Gita is also good after we understand the meaning of it. Okay, that will help. But by mere reading will not help. We should understand that, the meaning, the inner meaning. Okay, Lakshyartham also we should know. We should understand the scriptures. That is Swadhyayam. Swadhyayam is a Daiviga Gunam, Daiviga quality, Daivi Sampath. Swadhyayam, Tapahacha, austerity. That is concentration of the mind. Okay, is a tapas. What is the tapas here? Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha is the only tapas. Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. Think of me and fight the war. This is what Krishna said. Ma Manusmara, you think of Bhagavan and do your karma. So, each one of us are Arjunas and each one's Swadharma is different. So, whatever be the Swadharma, we should never forget Bhagavan. All times think of Bhagavan. Anusmara, Ma Manusmara, Yudhyaja. Again and again and again and again, we keep remembering Bhagavan at all times, thinking of this knowledge, whatever is the jnanam that we received, okay, whatever we heard earlier, think of that Bhagavan, that God which is there, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam, Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati Arjuna. Bhagavan is there dwelling in all beings here. Okay, you, me, the pranis, the dog, the cat, the sun, moon and the plants, Everywhere there is God alone. It lives in the heart of each and everyone and everything. Okay. Think of this. That is what Ma Manusmara. Think of me. Ma Manusmara. Yudhyaja. Do your karma. Let it be cooking. Let it be in the office. Let it be anything. Okay. Any karma that you do. Karma is not important. Any karma you do is fine. But while doing that karma, remember me. That is the greatest tapas of all. Tapaha cha arjavam. Arjavam is straightforwardness. Straightforwardness. That is, stay in righteous path. Okay, righteousness. Manasa, vacha, karmana. Mind, words and actions. They all should match. Okay. Say something, do something else, think of something else. This is what people do. General, I mean, I'm not talking about everyone, but some people will know, they will, outward they will be smiling, but inside they will be thinking something else. Outwardly they will be smiling. Okay. So this is, they don't match. The mind and the words, they speak something else. They won't match. Vang me manasi pratisthita, mano me vachi pratishtitam. Okay, in Aitareya Upanishad, Shanti Mantram, the words should be fixed in the mind and the mind should be fixed in the words. Okay, that is the harmony, that both should match. It should, then only there will not be any conflict. So here Arjavam is straightforwardness. Stay in the righteous path. That is, you need a lot of courage to do that. Okay, irrespective of losing your name and fame, irrespective of getting insults in life, still I will not deviate from the righteous path. The righteous path will, what is the righteous path? It will come from within only. What the consciousness tells you, if you do that, that will be the righteous path. Our conscience will tell us, Manasakshi will tell us, this is right, this is wrong. So stay in the right path. Okay, Arjavam, that is Arjavam, straightforwardness. Stay in the righteous path. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, all should possible. This is only through knowledge. Only through knowledge. That when do we deviate from the righteous path? The only reason for deviating from the righteous path is to acquire something. Okay, that is, I should get it, that adamancy of getting something. Okay, whichever way it is, I don't mind. Whether it is money or whether it is name or whatever. Right? If we are so adamant about it, without which I will be unhappy. See, everything falls, everything comes back to the same thing, the knowledge only. That is why with the knowledge only all this practice will become perfect. That is why Sankhya Yoga was, Bhagavan gave Sankhya Yoga first. Told about the truth. First he gave the truth. Na jayate mriyadeva kadachit nayam bhutva bhavitava na bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. And Arjuna, you are that. You are that Atma which cannot be burnt, which cannot be cut down using shastrani, etc. It cannot be done with all that. Okay, you are that. First jnanam you gave. Okay, I am not getting it. Okay, then in that case, with this knowledge, you do your karma. Okay, so here also Arjavam, to stay in the straightforward path, in the righteous path, without knowledge, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. Okay, of course, there are so many who are in this path, who are doing extremely good this thing. They will never deviate from this path. There are so many. I know a lot of people who don't believe in God. They are in the righteous path. Excellent. The path which they excellent. They are very close to realizing, I would say. Only thing is, they don't know where the God is. If you tell them where the God is, they know that there is no God in this world. That means the names and forms, they are already sure that there is no God there. Only you have to tell them, okay, now look within. That's all. They will get it very fast. Many of the saints also, some point, they were agnostic. They were agnostic. Okay. Anyway, that is a deviation. Arjavam, straightforwardness, stay in the righteous path. That is the first verse. So we'll read again. Abhayam sattva samshuddhir jnana yoga vyavasthitihi danam damascha yajnascha swadhyayastapa arjavam. Abhayam, fearlessness. Sattva samshuddhihi, andhkarana shuddhi. Jnana yoga vyavasthitihi. We explained jnana yoga vyavasthitihi. That is total conviction to the knowledge that there alone Brahman exists. There is nothing else. This conviction is jnana yoga vyavasthitihi. Danam, that sharing wealth with a big heart, having a big heart. Then damascha, control of the senses and karmendriyas. Then yajnascha, all actions are offered to Bhagavan, okay, without any attachment to the karma phalam or karma. Then swadhyayam, Vedanta Shastra Padanam, studying the scriptures and understanding it. Then tapaha, ekagrata of the mind. Then arjavam, the righteousness. Okay, so these are the qualities explained in the first verse. Now we'll go to the second verse. Ahimsa satyam akrodhas tyagas shantirapaishunam daya bhuteshwaloluptam aloluptvam mardavam hrirachapalam. Ahimsa satyam akrodha tyagas shantirapaishunam. Shantihi apaishunam. Then daya bhuteshu alolupatvam mardavam hrihi achapalam. Ahimsa. Next is ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-violence. Not only just physical violence to be avoided. See, physical violence is 100%, it is impossible to avoid physical violence. Ahimsa, physically it is. Because when we are walking, we step on many ants which we don't know, which could die. Right? While boiling some vegetables or water, etc., there are so many other kidas and other things will get destroyed or died. So, physically, it is impossible to practice ahimsa, but internally, okay, by the mind, 100% ahimsa is possible. That is what? So, intention to hurt anyone can be 100% avoided. Intention to hurt someone, intention to hurt something, it is possible to avoid. It is possible to. You can completely get rid of the intention to hurt someone inside our heart, inside our mind. But physically it is not possible. Physically, whatever is possible, maximum, we should do to not to hurt anyone or anything. Kayena, by our limbs, manasa, with the mind, and vacha, by words also. We should not have any intention to hurt anyone, any intention to tell something which can cause hurt to others. We should not. Internally, we should not. Okay? So, kayena, manasa, with the mind also. We are not telling, we are not doing any action, not beating or something. We are not telling, but inside our heart, if we have any droha buddhi, it is not good. Okay? Internally, because physically it is not possible to hurt someone. And also if you tell something, he will come and hit me back. But internally cursing, internally cursing the other person, that this and his family, everything should get destroyed within so and so time, within a week. This is cursing. Never curse anyone. Never do that. Internally, do not have the intention to hurt anyone, including humans, plants, animals, or any being. Do not have that. That is the real ahimsa. Non-violence internally. Okay, ahimsa. So that is the greatest quality that we should have. Ahimsa. Satyam. Satyam. Having Ishvara buddhi at all times is Satyam. Ishavasya vidam sarvam. Whatever and wherever and you are hearing, smelling, tasting is Bhagavan alone. This we should never forget. We should never forget. That is the truth. So that is Satyam which we have to remember. And another meaning is honesty, being honest. So this is the being honest. Okay, this being honest, it will be sometimes it is so confusing, sometimes you won't be able to tell the truth all the time. If you tell the truth, it might hurt. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat, satyam apriyam. Satyam you should tell. Priyam bruyat, it should be pleasing for the other person. If it is na bruyat, satyam apriyam. If it is a apriyam, if it is going to hurt the other person, if the truth, then if possible, avoid. So when to tell the truth, when to open the mouth, when not to tell, all this there is a confusion. The confusion will go only through proper knowledge. That is Ishvara Buddhi. Okay? If that comes from your consciousness, if you have Ishvara Buddhi, if you have this understanding that everything is God alone, there is only Bhagavan here, there is nothing else, from that consciousness, if it is coming, okay, that will be perfect. See, there are some examples, See, even Bhagavan Krishna, he told Dharmaputra to tell a lie. He told, Krishna told Dharmaputra, you tell a lie in the case of killing Drona. If you want to kill Drona, the only way possible is you have to tell a lie that Ashwathama hataha. Ashwathama is dead. You have to tell this lie. And then Dharmaputra was reluctant, and then they did some jigiri bugiri, and then somehow they got Drona killed. But the thing is, the point which we have to understand here is, Krishna told to tell a lie. So is it really a lie? If you think, what is the truth, what is being honest here, we will not come to a conclusion that. But we know that it is the truth. It is correct. It is the right thing that Krishna did. Krishna told. That we know very well. So you cannot take it as an individual, only one thing, okay, being honest, something. Some people talk like that. No, I will always tell honesty. I am very honest. I will tell only whatever it comes in my mind, if I will tell that. Whether it is hurt the other person or something, I don't care. This is not correct. Many people talk like that. It will hurt other. So that is why ahimsa comes first. Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha. See, Ahimsa came before Satyam they put. Why? This is the reason. It should not hurt someone. Okay? But then sometimes it will hurt. Sometimes you have to tell. Right? So this clarity you will get. What to tell, what not to tell, how much to tell, how much not to tell. Everything will be clear if we have Ishvara Buddhi. If we have Jnana. If we have the knowledge, the true nature. If we know our true nature. With the Jnanam, there will be absolutely no confusion. What to tell, what not to tell, how to act, how not to act, where to act, how much to tell, how much to use our intellect and this thing. Everything will be perfect. There is no doubt. Example is Bhagavan Sri Krishna only. Bhagavan Krishna only. Okay. So, Satyam. Then next, Ahimsa, Satyam, Akrodham. Akrodham. Freedom from anger. Akrodham. There is no anger at all. See, Bhagavad Gita itself says, Krodham is the gate to hell. Okay? It's the gate to hell. Before, when you get angry, see, anger is Kama Yesha, Krodha Yesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Kama is no different from Krodha. Kama is Krodham. Another form of Kama, another form of desire is Krodham. Okay, and second chapter there is Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. If you read 62 and 63 verse, some more detailed explanation of what will happen, someone who is angry, etc. is given. But here we will just say that Akrodham means no Krodham, freedom from anger. That is the gateway to moksha. Okay, so if you are getting angry, if whenever we get angry with the situations in life, etc., we should know that this anger is not correct. How to get rid of this anger? Through jnanam alone is possible. Okay, we'll discuss further. Tyagam, Shanti, Apaishuna. I thought we will cover 3 verses, but we have done only 1 verse. Let us see. Okay, we'll move. But these qualities, this Daivi Sampath is very, very important. These qualities are to be developed for our spiritual growth. This is a must. This is mandatory. Okay, those who are this whatever is told here, we should get rid of, like ahimsa, akrodham. Okay, we should non-violence, then not getting angry, etc. Then dhanam, yajnam, swadhyayam, tapa, arjavam. They are all great qualities which is mandatory for assimilation of this jnana. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.